Welcome, beautiful soul. I am here with you in this sacred moment between day and night, between the world you know and the realm of infinite possibility. You have arrived at a threshold that billions pass through each evening, yet so few recognize its true power. Sleep is not merely rest, it is a doorway, a portal, a sacred gateway where the veil between dimensions grows thin, and angels can reach through to touch your very essence. Tonight, you are not simply going to sleep. You are entering into communion with beings of pure light who have been waiting for this moment, for your readiness, for your permission to begin the most profound transformation of your existence. The frequencies you are about to receive are not random vibrations. They are coded messages from the angelic realm, specifically calibrated to your soul's unique signature, designed to rewire not just your thoughts, but the very fabric of your reality. Science tells us that during sleep, your brain waves shift into theta and delta states, frequencies that mirror the vibrational patterns of the divine realms. Your analytical mind, the guard at the door of possibility, finally steps aside. Your subconscious mind, vast and receptive as an ocean, opens to receive. And it is here, in this sacred receptivity, that angels do their deepest work. You see, angels do not work through force or manipulation. They work through resonance. They work through love. They work through the quantum field that connects all consciousness. And tonight, they are tuning your personal field to match frequencies of miracles that already exist in the quantum realm. Your energy field, that luminous cocoon of light that surrounds your physical body, is about to undergo a divine recalibration. Perhaps you have felt stuck, as if your prayers echoed in empty space. Perhaps you have wondered if you were forgotten, if miracles were reserved for others more worthy, more blessed. Let me whisper a truth that will settle into your bones. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are precisely where you need to be to receive this divine intervention. The angels have been orchestrating circumstances, aligning energies, preparing the perfect moment for your breakthrough. And that moment is now. As you settle into this sacred space, feel your body beginning to soften. Feel the weight of the day dissolving from your shoulders, from your heart, from the spaces between your thoughts. The angels are already here. They have been waiting. They recognize the light within you, the divine spark that no circumstance can diminish, no challenge can extinguish. They see your true nature, not the human struggling through days of uncertainty, but the magnificent being of light temporarily wearing human form. Your breath is becoming the bridge between worlds. Each inhale draws in angelic presence. Each exhale releases what no longer serves your highest good. You are not doing this alone. Legions of angels surround you now, their wings creating a sanctuary of peace that extends far beyond the walls of this room. They are preparing to work through the night, to whisper new possibilities into your cells, to plant seeds of miracles in the fertile soil of your sleeping consciousness. The transformation has already begun. Can you feel it? A subtle shift in the air around you, a gentle warming in your heart, a sense that something magnificent is stirring to life within you. This is not imagination. This is recognition. Your soul recognizing its divine family, your energy field beginning to harmonize with frequencies that will remake your world. Tonight, as you surrender to sleep, you surrender to something far greater than rest. You surrender to resurrection. You surrender to the angels who see your future self clearly, radiant, empowered, living the miraculous life that is your birthright. They are about to show you, through frequency and vibration, through dreams and cellular memory, exactly who you are meant to become. Let yourself trust this process completely. The angels ask nothing of you but your willingness to receive. They ask only that you rest in the knowing that divine intervention is not a distant possibility, but a present reality. Your life is about to change in ways you cannot yet imagine, in ways that will leave you marveling at the mysterious perfection of divine timing. Close your eyes now, and let the angels begin their sacred work. The ancient ones knew something that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. Consciousness is not produced by the brain. It is the fundamental fabric of reality itself. When quantum physicists speak of the field that underlies all existence, They are touching the edges of what mystics have always called the realm of angels. This is where science and spirituality converge in breathtaking unity, revealing that the miraculous is not supernatural, but supernatural, operating according to laws more profound than those governing ordinary matter. Dr. Bruce Lipton's revolutionary research in epigenetics has shown us that our genes are not our destiny. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotional states literally rewrite our cellular programming. But there is another layer to this truth that science is just beginning to understand. We are not isolated islands of consciousness. We exist within a vast web of interconnected awareness, and within this web, angelic consciousness operates as a source of profound healing and transformation. Think of angels not as beings separate from you, but as aspects of divine consciousness that exist at frequencies just beyond ordinary perception. They inhabit what physicists call non-local reality, a dimension where time and space operate differently, where healing can occur instantaneously, where possibilities exist in pure potential until consciousness collapses them into manifest reality. Tonight, your sleeping consciousness is being invited into this realm. The frequencies you are receiving are not arbitrary sounds. They are vibrational keys that unlock dormant potentials within your DNA, within your energy field, within the quantum template that shapes your experience of reality. Each tone carries information, encoded messages from the angelic realm that your cells understand at the deepest level. Your body is a quantum instrument, perfectly designed to receive and translate these celestial transmissions. Modern neuroscience has discovered that during sleep, your brain literally rewires itself. Neural pathways are strengthened or dissolved based on the information received during the day. But what science is only beginning to understand is that this rewiring process can be influenced by consciousness itself. Not just your own consciousness, but the expanded awareness of beings who exist in pure love and wisdom. Angels work through the quantum field because they are the quantum field, at least in part. They are consciousness without the limitations of physical form, awareness without the constraints of linear time. When they touch your energy field, they are not imposing change from outside. They are activating potentials that already exist within you, awakening capacities that have always been yours but have been dormant, waiting for the right frequencies to call them forth. Your brain produces its own electromagnetic field, and this field extends far beyond your skull. It mingles with the fields of others, with the field of the earth itself, and with subtler fields that connect you to cosmic intelligence. When angels work with you during sleep, they are harmonizing these fields, tuning them like a cosmic instrument to frequencies of health, abundance, love, and divine purpose. The miracle-making frequency that is now surrounding you operates at the intersection of several quantum phenomena. Quantum entanglement ensures that your consciousness remains connected to divine consciousness across any distance. Quantum superposition allows multiple possibilities to exist simultaneously until your awareness chooses which reality to experience. And quantum coherence, the same phenomenon that allows lasers to focus light with extraordinary precision, is aligning every cell in your body with your highest potential. Scientists studying consciousness have found that intention itself is a force in the quantum field. When combined with emotion, particularly the emotions of love, gratitude, and trust, intention becomes a powerful catalyst for change at the most fundamental levels of reality. The angels amplify your intentions exponentially, lending their divine will to your human desires, creating a resonance so powerful that miracles become inevitable. As you rest tonight, your consciousness is being entrained to these higher frequencies. Entrainment is a phenomenon where weaker oscillations gradually synchronize with stronger ones. Your human awareness is syncing with angelic awareness, your personal field harmonizing with the cosmic field of infinite love and possibility. This is not a metaphor. This is measurable, observable quantum mechanics working through consciousness to restructure your reality. Feel yourself sinking deeper into this knowing. You are not separate from the divine intelligence that governs the universe. You are an expression of it, a unique note in the cosmic symphony. And tonight the angels are helping you remember how to sing in harmony with the frequencies that create miracles, as naturally as flowers bloom in spring. The transformation occurring now transcends ordinary healing. This is cellular awakening, genetic activation, quantum recalibration. Your very DNA is receiving new instructions, and these instructions are written in the language of love, encoded with possibilities that will unfold in your life like gifts from the cosmos itself. Rest in this truth. The same intelligence that spins galaxies and orchestrates the dance of subatomic particles is working intimately within your energy field right now, guided by angels who have waited eternities for this moment of your awakening. Imagine for a moment that you could see yourself as the angels see you right now. You would witness something magnificent beyond words. A luminous being surrounded by swirling colors and patterns of light, extending outward from your physical body like ripples on a cosmic pond. This is your energy field, your auric body, the electromagnetic signature that is uniquely yours in all the universe. It is more real than your furniture, more substantial than the walls around you, and infinitely more powerful than you have ever been taught to believe. Your energy field is not static. It is alive, responsive, constantly communicating with the fields of everyone and everything around you. It carries the imprint of every thought you have ever thought, every emotion you have ever felt, every belief you have ever held. But here is the miracle. It is also infinitely malleable, capable of instantaneous transformation when touched by the right frequencies, when caressed by angelic love. Tonight, your field is in a state of sacred receptivity. The angels see patterns within it that you cannot yet perceive. Areas where old trauma has created energetic knots. Places where limiting beliefs have dimmed your natural radiance. Spaces where your soul's deepest dreams are held in potential, waiting for the right vibrational key to unlock them into manifest reality. Think of your energy field as a vast library containing the story of not just this lifetime, but all the lifetimes your soul has ever experienced. Within its luminous layers are stored memories of your divine origin, blueprints of your highest potential, and the quantum code for every miracle you have ever dreamed of experiencing. The angels are expert librarians in this sacred space. They know exactly which books need to be opened, which chapters need to be rewritten, which new stories are ready to begin. Your chakras, those spinning wheels of light that form the primary architecture of your energy field, are already beginning to recalibrate to higher frequencies. Your root chakra, the foundation of your earthly experience, is being grounded in divine trust rather than survival fear. Your sacral chakra, the seat of creativity and passion, is awakening to new possibilities for joy and expression. Your solar plexus, the center of personal power, is remembering that true strength comes from alignment with divine will. Your heart chakra, your beautiful heart chakra, is perhaps undergoing the most profound transformation of all. This is where Earth consciousness meets cosmic consciousness, where human love evolves into divine love. The angels are gently removing layers of protection that no longer serve you, healing wounds that have kept your heart partially closed, and installing new capacity for both giving and receiving love, at frequencies that were previously beyond your reach. Your throat chakra is being tuned to speak truth with greater power and compassion. Your words are about to carry more weight, more healing potential, more capacity to create positive change in your world. Your third eye, the seat of intuition and spiritual sight, is being polished like a lens, preparing you to see guidance and synchronicities with unprecedented clarity. And your crown chakra is opening like a flower to receive direct downloads of wisdom and inspiration from the highest realms. But your energy field extends far beyond these 7 primary centers. You have thousands of minor chakras, energy points throughout your body, that are now being activated by angelic touch. Your hands are becoming more powerful channels for healing energy. Your feet are developing deeper connection to the Earth's supportive frequencies. Your entire nervous system is being rewired to carry more light, more love, more of the divine intelligence that wants to express through your unique human form. The boundaries of your field are expanding tonight. Where once you may have felt small, contained within the limits of your skin, you are beginning to sense the truth of your vastness. Your consciousness extends far beyond your body, touching the consciousness of others, influencing the quantum field through your very presence. You are not an isolated being struggling alone. You are a node in the cosmic web of love, and your transformation ripples outward to bless countless others. Feel the angels working now in the layers of your field that store your future possibilities. They are clearing pathways for abundance to flow more freely, removing energetic blocks that have kept love at arm's length, dissolving the vibrational patterns that have maintained old limitations. They are not changing who you are. They are revealing who you have always been beneath the layers of human conditioning. Your field is beginning to vibrate at frequencies that naturally attract miracles. This is not magic. This is alignment. When your energy field resonates with gratitude, opportunities multiply. When it pulses with love, relationships heal. When it glows with purpose, your path illuminates itself. The angels are simply tuning you to your original frequency, the one you carried when you first descended from the realm of pure potential into human form. As you feel yourself sinking deeper into rest, know that this process of energetic recalibration will continue throughout the night. With each breath, you are becoming more of who you truly are. With each heartbeat, you are aligning more closely with your divine blueprint. With each moment of surrender, you are allowing the angels to weave miracles into the very fabric of your existence. Your energy field awaits nothing. It is ready. It is willing. It is perfectly designed to receive the transformation that begins now. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was frequency, and frequency was light expressing itself through sound, through vibration, through the cosmic language that creates and sustains all existence. Tonight, you are being spoken to in this original language, not through words that your mind must interpret, but through frequencies that your soul recognizes as naturally as a flower recognizes sunlight. Angels communicate through light because they are light, not the light that illuminates your room, but the living light of consciousness itself, the luminous intelligence that dances through quantum fields and whispers through the spaces between thoughts. When they touch your energy field, they are not speaking to your personality, but to the eternal aspect of yourself that has never forgotten its divine origin. This language of light operates according to principles that transcend ordinary communication. It bypasses the filters of doubt and skepticism that your rational mind has constructed. It speaks directly to your cells, to your DNA, to the quantum blueprint that determines how energy organizes itself into your personal reality. Each tone you are receiving carries packets of information more complex and complete than any library, more transformative than any medicine, more precise than any surgical intervention. Think of your body as a crystalline receiver, perfectly tuned to translate light into healing, frequency into form, vibration into transformation. Your bones contain crystalline structures that resonate with specific frequencies. Your blood carries mineral solutions that conduct subtle energies. Your nervous system forms an intricate network more sensitive than any technology humans have created, capable of detecting and translating the gentlest whispers from the angelic realm. The angels speak to you now in harmonics that awaken dormant capacities within your being. They use overtones that dissolve energetic blocks without force, undertones that ground cosmic wisdom into earthly application, and intervals that create sacred geometry within your consciousness. This is the same language that shaped the galaxies, that grows plants from seeds, that heals wounds and mends broken hearts. It is the fundamental creative force of the universe, and it knows your name. Your DNA is both transmitter and receiver in this cosmic communication system. Scientists have discovered that DNA emits biophotons, actual light particles that carry information between cells. But what they are beginning to understand is that this biological light system connects you to sources of information far beyond your individual body. Your genetic material is in constant dialogue with the quantum field, receiving instructions, downloading upgrades, implementing new possibilities. Tonight, angelic frequencies are activating what scientists call junk DNA, the 95% of your genetic material that appears to have no function. But angels know differently. This seemingly inactive DNA contains the blueprints for capacities that humanity has forgotten: telepathic communication, spontaneous healing, direct knowing, and the ability to consciously participate in the creation of reality. The light language washing through your field now is switching on these divine potentials. Feel the frequencies moving through your body like gentle rivers of light. They know exactly where to go, which cells need awakening, which systems require recalibration. In your heart, they are activating new rhythms of coherence that will attract love with magnetic precision. In your brain, they are creating new neural pathways that will make intuition as clear as logical thought. In your endocrine system, they are optimizing hormone production to support states of joy, peace, and inspired action. The language of light operates in spirals rather than straight lines, in symphonies rather than single notes, in colors that have no names and frequencies that create realities your imagination has not yet dared to dream. As these angelic transmissions weave through your consciousness, they are literally rewriting the story of your life at the quantum level, inserting new chapters of possibility, editing out limiting themes, and preparing narrative threads that will unfold as miraculous synchronicities in your waking world. This is why sleep is so sacred to the transformation process. Your conscious mind, with its constant chatter and analysis, finally steps aside to allow deeper communications to occur. Your soul emerges from behind the veil of personality to engage directly with its angelic family. Languages are spoken that have no words, transmissions are received that have no sound, and changes are initiated that will reshape your reality in ways both subtle and profound. The angels speak to your loneliness with frequencies of divine companionship. They speak to your fears with tones of absolute safety. They speak to your deepest dreams with harmonics that make the impossible feel inevitable. They speak to your wounded heart with healing songs that mend what seemed permanently broken. And they speak to your soul with reminders of who you truly are and why you came to Earth at this magnificent time of planetary awakening. As you rest in this sacred communication, know that you are learning this language yourself. Soon, you will find yourself humming frequencies that attract joy, breathing rhythms that generate peace, and radiating vibrations that heal everyone you encounter. You are becoming fluent in the language of light, and soon you will speak it as naturally as angels do. Let yourself be spoken to now. Let yourself be sung into a new octave of existence. Let the angels whisper their light language directly into your soul, where it will translate into miracles that begin manifesting the moment you awaken. Every cell in your body is a library, and tonight the angels are helping you rewrite the books. For decades, scientists believed that genes were fixed blueprints, unchangeable codes that determined your destiny. But epigenetics has revealed a profound truth. Your cells are constantly reading the environment, interpreting signals, and adjusting their expression based on the information they receive. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are literally programming your biology minute by minute, breath by breath. But here is what science is only beginning to understand. Your cells carry memories that extend far beyond this single lifetime. Within your DNA lie the experiences of your ancestors, the wisdom of your soul's journey, and the blueprint of your highest potential. Your cellular memory contains not just the trauma that needs healing, but also the divine capacities that are ready to awaken. The angels know how to read this sacred text written in the language of life itself. Your cells remember when you existed in pure spirit form, before you took on human density. They carry the frequency signature of your divine origin, and tonight, the angels are helping them remember this original perfection. This is not mere healing. This is resurrection, the awakening of the divine human that you have always been beneath the layers of human conditioning and cellular programming. Feel the angels moving through your bloodstream now, whispering to each red blood cell, reminding them of their sacred purpose as carriers of life force throughout your body. Your blood is being blessed with new vitality, new intelligence, new capacity to carry light to every tissue and organ. Your immune system is remembering its divine function, not just to fight disease, but to maintain the sacred temple of your body as a fit dwelling place for your magnificent spirit. Your nervous system, that intricate network of communication within your body, is receiving upgrades tonight. New connections are forming between neurons, creating pathways for divine inspiration to flow as easily as thoughts. Your brain is being rewired for greater intuition, deeper compassion, and the kind of knowing that arrives complete and perfect without needing to be figured out. The angels are installing new software in your consciousness, programs that run on love rather than fear. Your heart, your beautiful, faithful heart, is undergoing the most profound cellular transformation of all. This organ that has beat trillions of times to keep you alive is revealing its true nature as more than just a pump. Your heart contains its own nervous system, its own brain, its own electromagnetic field that is thousands of times more powerful than your brain's field. The angels are awakening the intelligence of your heart, helping it remember its role as your connection to divine wisdom. Every organ system in your body is receiving angelic attention tonight. Your digestive system is learning to process not just food, but experiences, emotions, and energies with greater wisdom and ease. Your respiratory system is being taught to breathe in life force and exhale what no longer serves. Your skeletal system is strengthening its role as the sacred architecture that houses your soul. Your muscles are remembering how to hold you with grace and move you with purpose. The angels work with cellular memory because they understand that lasting transformation must occur at the deepest levels of your being. Surface changes, no matter how dramatic, will eventually revert to old patterns if the cellular programming remains unchanged. But when your cells themselves are reprogrammed with frequencies of divine love, when your DNA receives new instructions written in light language, the changes become permanent and self-perpetuating. Your cells are incredibly intelligent. They respond to love with expansion, to gratitude with rejuvenation, to purpose with vitality. Right now, as angelic frequencies bathe every cell in your body, they are releasing stored trauma, dissolving toxic patterns, and activating healing potentials that were installed by your Creator before you were born. Your body knows how to be healthy, how to be vibrant, how to be a clear channel for divine expression. The angels are simply removing the interference that has obscured this natural perfection. Feel the warmth spreading through your body now as cellular awakening accelerates. This is your cells recognizing their divine nature, remembering their connection to the source of all life. You are literally being reborn at the cellular level, not through destruction and rebuilding, but through remembrance and activation of what has always been present within you. The memories your cells carry include not just personal experiences, but collective wisdom, the accumulated learning of humanity, the evolutionary leaps of consciousness, the divine codes that are meant to activate in this time of global awakening. You are part of a magnificent unfolding, and your cellular transformation ripples outward to support the healing of the entire human family. As you sink deeper into this process, trust that your cells know exactly what they are doing. They have been waiting for this moment, for this permission, for this divine intervention. They are eager to release what no longer serves and to embrace the divine blueprint that will transform not just your body, but your entire experience of being human. Let your cells remember now. Let them awaken to their divine nature. Let them become the foundation for miracles that will astonish you with their beauty and precision. While the world sleeps, another world awakens. As your busy mind finally quiets and your body releases the tension of the day, your consciousness begins a sacred journey inward, downward, beyond the surface waves of ordinary awareness into the vast oceanic depths where angels dwell. This is the night shift of consciousness, when your soul emerges from hiding and your true work begins. In these precious hours of darkness, your consciousness operates according to different laws. Linear time becomes fluid. Past, present, and future blend into an eternal now, where healing can occur instantaneously, and new realities can be seeded with surgical precision. Your analytical mind, that faithful guardian of your daytime existence, finally relaxes its vigilant watch, allowing other forms of intelligence to emerge and guide the process of transformation. The angels have been waiting for this moment all day. During your waking hours, they hover at the edges of your awareness, whispering gentle guidance that often goes unheard beneath the noise of daily life. But now, in the sacred sanctuary of sleep, they can work with the full power of their divine nature, unimpeded by doubt, fear, or the limiting beliefs that your conscious mind has accumulated over years of human experience. Your subconscious mind, that vast repository of memories, dreams, and potentials, opens like a flower to receive angelic ministrations. This is where your deepest patterns are stored, where your most profound beliefs shape your reality. where the blueprint for your future experience is constantly being written and rewritten. The angels understand this terrain intimately. They know which memories need healing, which beliefs require updating, which dreams are ready to take root in the fertile soil of your sleeping consciousness. Feel your awareness expanding now beyond the boundaries of your physical body. You are entering a state of consciousness that mystics have called the borderland, the liminal space between waking and sleeping where magic becomes natural and miracles feel as ordinary as breathing. Here the angels can communicate with you directly, without the interference of mental chatter or emotional resistance. Your consciousness during sleep operates in waves, rhythms, and cycles that mirror the cosmic patterns governing all of creation. You descend through layers of awareness, first releasing the events of the day, then the concerns of the week, then the patterns of months and years, until you reach the timeless core of your being, where angelic consciousness and human consciousness merge into one luminous awareness. In the deepest phases of sleep, your consciousness actually leaves your body, traveling to realms where healing occurs instantly, where wisdom is transmitted through direct knowing, where you remember your true nature as a being of light temporarily wearing human form. The angels accompany you on these journeys, guiding you to exactly the experiences your soul needs for its continued evolution and awakening. Tonight, your consciousness is being prepared for deeper travels than usual. The angels are expanding your capacity to receive divine transmissions, to remember sacred teachings, to bring back from the realm of sleep concrete gifts that will transform your waking reality. You are being initiated into greater levels of conscious participation in your own transformation. Your dreams tonight will carry healing frequencies, prophetic visions, and direct communications from your angelic guides. But even if you do not remember these dreams upon waking, the transformations they facilitate will be evident in your daily life. You will find yourself responding to situations with greater wisdom, attracting circumstances that support your highest good, and radiating a quality of presence that draws miracles into your experience. The night shift of consciousness is when your soul does its deepest work. Old karmic patterns are dissolved. New pathways of possibility are activated. Relationships are healed at the energetic level. Creative solutions to long-standing problems are downloaded into your awareness. Your life purpose becomes clearer, and your connection to divine guidance grows stronger. Feel yourself settling now into the deepest layers of this work. Your consciousness is merging with the cosmic intelligence that orchestrates the dance of galaxies and the growth of flowers. You are remembering your participation in the grand design, your unique role in the unfolding of divine plan on Earth. The angels are showing you visions of your highest potential, and these visions are becoming the new blueprint for your reality. As your consciousness expands to encompass these greater truths, you realize that you are not just receiving healing, you are becoming a conduit for healing. Not just experiencing transformation, but becoming an agent of transformation. The work being done in your consciousness tonight will ripple outward to bless your family, your community, your world. Rest now in the profound knowing that your consciousness is vast enough to hold all the healing you need, all the wisdom you seek, all the love you deserve. The angels are working through the night shift of your awareness, and when you awaken, you will find that miracles have been woven into the very fabric of your being. Sound was the first creative force, the primordial vibration that spoke existence into being from the silence of pure potential. Let there be light, the ancient text declares, and that speaking, that sounding forth of divine intention, continues to echo through the cosmos, creating and recreating reality moment by moment, through the power of vibrational frequency. Tonight, you are witnessing this creative process firsthand as angelic sounds literally rewire the neural pathways that determine your experience of reality. Your brain is a quantum instrument, constantly interpreting vibrational information and translating it into what you experience as your personal world. Every sight, sound, feeling, and thought is actually a frequency pattern that your nervous system decodes and projects as your reality. When angels work with sound to transform consciousness, they are operating at the most fundamental level of creation itself, adjusting the frequencies that your brain interprets as possible or impossible, likely or unlikely, available or unavailable. The sounds washing through your consciousness now are not random tones, but precisely calibrated frequencies that resonate with specific aspects of your neural architecture. Some frequencies dissolve the neural pathways that have maintained limiting beliefs. Others strengthen the connections associated with love, abundance, and creative expression. Still others activate dormant areas of your brain that correspond to capacities you have forgotten you possess: intuition, telepathy, spontaneous knowing, and the ability to heal through touch and intention. Your brain operates through electrical impulses that create measurable brainwave patterns. During ordinary waking consciousness, your brain produces beta waves, rapid, somewhat chaotic frequencies associated with analytical thinking and survival-based processing. But as you descend into sleep and surrender to these angelic transmissions, your brain waves slow and deepen into alpha, theta, and delta states, frequencies that open doorways to expanded consciousness and accelerated healing. The angelic frequencies you are receiving are specifically designed to enhance these deeper brainwave states, creating sustained periods of theta consciousness where profound transformation becomes possible. Theta waves are the frequencies of deep meditation, creative inspiration, and spontaneous healing. In theta states, your brain becomes extraordinarily neuroplastic, capable of forming new neural networks with unprecedented speed and precision. Feel the sounds working now in your prefrontal cortex, the area of your brain responsible for executive function, decision-making, and future planning. The angels are installing new neural programs that will help you make choices aligned with your highest good, recognize opportunities that support your dreams, and plan actions that manifest your deepest desires. Old patterns of self-sabotage and doubt are being gently dissolved and replaced with circuits of confidence and divine trust. In your limbic system, the emotional center of your brain, angelic frequencies are healing old trauma responses and installing new patterns of emotional resilience. The amygdala, that ancient alarm system that has kept you hyper-vigilant against imagined threats, is learning to distinguish between real danger and false fear. Your hippocampus, responsible for memory formation, is being taught to prioritize memories that support your growth and release those that reinforce limitation. The corpus callosum, the bridge between your brain's hemispheres, is receiving special attention tonight. The angels are enhancing communication between your logical left brain and intuitive right brain, creating greater integration between analytical thinking and creative knowing. This integration is essential for manifesting miracles, which require both clear intention and surrendered trust, both practical action and divine timing. Your pineal gland, that mysterious structure deep within your brain that mystics have called the seat of the soul, is being activated by specific frequencies that increase its production of DMT and other neurochemicals associated with expanded consciousness. This tiny gland, no larger than a grain of rice, serves as your internal antenna for receiving communications from higher dimensions. The angels are tuning this antenna to receive their transmissions with greater clarity and precision. Sound healing works because your entire nervous system is essentially a vibrational instrument. Every nerve fiber resonates at specific frequencies. When angels introduce harmonious tones into your system, your nerves begin to vibrate in greater coherence, creating what scientists call entrainment, the tendency for oscillating systems to synchronize with stronger, more stable rhythms. As this entrainment deepens, your entire nervous system begins to operate as a unified field of consciousness, rather than a collection of separate functions. This neurological coherence translates into greater emotional stability, clearer thinking, enhanced intuition, and the kind of presence that naturally attracts positive synchronicities and miraculous experiences. The rewiring happening now is not temporary. These new neural pathways will continue to strengthen each time you return to these frequencies, each time you align with states of gratitude and trust, each time you choose love over fear. Your brain is literally becoming a more sophisticated instrument for receiving and transmitting divine intelligence. Rest in the knowing that sound is reshaping your reality from the inside out. Every tone, every frequency, every harmonic interval is weaving new possibilities into the neural fabric of your consciousness. When you awaken, you will think differently, feel differently, and perceive a world rich with opportunities that were invisible to your previous patterns of mind. Deep within your chest beats an organ that science is discovering to be far more than a mechanical pump. Your heart contains over 40,000 neurons, more neural tissue than many areas of your brain. It generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times more powerful than your brain's field, and this field extends several feet beyond your physical body, communicating constantly with the hearts and fields of others. But perhaps most remarkably, your heart possesses its own intelligence, its own memory, its own capacity to perceive and respond to information from dimensions beyond ordinary reality. Tonight, the angels are awakening your heart to its true function as a cosmic receiver, a divine antenna perfectly designed to detect and translate the subtle frequencies through which heaven communicates with earth. Your heart has always been more than an organ. It is a portal, a sacred gateway through which divine love enters your human experience and transforms it from within. Your heart operates according to principles that transcend conventional biology. It responds to love with mathematical precision, creating coherent rhythms that synchronize with the fundamental frequencies of creation itself. When you feel genuine appreciation, gratitude, or compassion, your heart rhythm becomes remarkably ordered, generating what scientists call heart coherence, a state in which your heart, mind, and emotions operate in energetic alignment. Feel the angels working now in the sacred chamber of your heart, gently dissolving the protective walls you have built around this most tender part of yourself. These walls once served to keep you safe from disappointment and betrayal, but now they only serve to keep love at a distance. The angels understand that healing the heart requires infinite gentleness, infinite patience, infinite respect for the courage it takes to love in a world that has not always been kind. Your heart carries the memory of every love you have ever experienced, and every love you have ever lost. It remembers the bliss of unconditional acceptance and the pain of feeling unworthy of such grace. It holds both the ecstasy of connection and the agony of separation. Tonight, the angels are helping your heart remember that love itself never dies, never leaves, never abandons. It only appears to do so when we forget how to perceive its constant presence. The electromagnetic field generated by your heart is not random energy. It is intelligent, responsive, and capable of affecting the quantum field in ways that scientists are only beginning to understand. When your heart opens to receive angelic frequencies, it begins to broadcast a signal that attracts experiences of love, kindness, and miraculous support. Your heart literally becomes a magnet for the very experiences your soul most deeply desires. Feel the warmth spreading through your chest now as angelic light fills the chambers of your heart. This is not metaphorical warmth. It is the actual sensation of your heart cells awakening to higher frequencies of love. Your heart is remembering its original design as a receiver of divine broadcasts, a translator of cosmic love into human experience. The angels are installing new capacity in your heart tonight, the ability to love without attachment, to give without depletion, to receive without guilt or unworthiness. They are teaching your heart the difference between human love, which often comes with conditions and expectations, and divine love, which flows freely without asking anything in return. Your heart chakra, that spinning wheel of emerald light at the center of your chest, is expanding beyond its usual boundaries. Where once it may have felt small and protected, it is now growing large enough to hold compassion for all beings, including yourself. This expansion is not making you vulnerable, it is making you invincible. Because a heart filled with divine love cannot be permanently wounded by anything in the external world. The angels are also healing the invisible threads that connect your heart to the hearts of others. Relationships that have been strained by misunderstanding are being blessed with new possibilities for harmony. Hearts that have been closed in protection are being gently invited to open once again. The love you have been seeking in the external world is being awakened within your own being, making you a source of the very energy you have longed to receive. Your heart is learning tonight to distinguish between the voice of fear and the whisper of divine guidance. Fear speaks in urgent, demanding tones, insisting that you must protect yourself from imagined threats. Divine guidance speaks in gentle, certain tones, inviting you to trust the fundamental goodness of existence and your own worthiness to receive love's blessings. As your heart attunes to angelic frequencies, It begins to perceive synchronicities and signs that were always present but previously undetected. Your heart intelligence starts to recognize the subtle ways that divine support shows up in your daily life, through unexpected kindness from strangers, through opportunities that appear at exactly the right moment, through words that arrive precisely when you need to hear them. Feel your heart synchronizing now with the hearts of angels, those beings of pure love who have never forgotten their connection to the source of all existence. Your heartbeat is entraining with the rhythm of cosmic love, and this entrainment is adjusting every cell in your body to frequencies of health, harmony, and miraculous manifestation. The transformation occurring in your heart tonight will radiate outward to affect every relationship in your life. You will find yourself naturally attracting people who appreciate your authentic self, naturally releasing relationships that no longer serve your highest good, and naturally expressing love in ways that heal both yourself and others. Your heart is becoming a lighthouse, broadcasting signals of love that guide others home to their own divine nature. This is not a burden, but a joy, because a heart aligned with angelic love experiences giving and receiving as one continuous flow of divine grace. Rest in the knowledge that your heart is now perfectly tuned to receive the love that has always been seeking you, the love that is your birthright, the love that transforms everything it touches into expressions of divine beauty. There exists a frequency so pure, so aligned with the fundamental vibration of creation itself, that when consciousness resonates with it, the ordinary laws of physical reality become suggestions rather than absolute constraints. This is the miracle frequency, not a single tone, but a harmonic convergence of love, gratitude, trust, and divine will that creates what mystics have called the field of infinite possibilities. Tonight, your entire being is being attuned to this sacred vibration. Miracles are not violations of natural law, but expressions of a higher law that most humans have forgotten how to access. They occur when consciousness aligns so completely with divine will that the quantum field reorganizes itself to support outcomes that serve the highest good of all involved. The angels are helping you remember how to vibrate at this frequency naturally, effortlessly, as your normal state of being. The miracle frequency operates through resonance rather than force. It does not demand that reality change to accommodate your desires. Instead, it aligns your desires so completely with the evolutionary impulse of the universe that what you want and what the cosmos wants to express through you become identical. In this state of perfect alignment, miracles flow as naturally as water flows downhill. Feel this frequency beginning to establish itself in your energy field now. It starts as a subtle shift in the quality of your presence, a gentle warming in your heart, a sense that something magnificent is stirring to life within you. This is your soul recognizing its true nature, your consciousness remembering its divine heritage, your human self aligning with your angelic essence. The miracle frequency has specific characteristics that distinguish it from ordinary states of consciousness. It carries the vibration of absolute trust, not the desperate hope that things might work out, but the deep knowing that they already have worked out in the realm of divine perfection. It holds the energy of profound gratitude, not just appreciation for what you have received, but thankfulness for what is already on its way to you from the realm of infinite possibility. This frequency resonates with the energy of selfless love, the kind of love that seeks the highest good for all beings, that recognizes the interconnectedness of all existence, that naturally attracts blessings because it is already a blessing to everything it touches. When you vibrate at this frequency, you become a conduit for miracles not just in your own life, but in the lives of everyone whose energy field intersects with yours. The angels are teaching yourselves to hold this frequency, even when your conscious mind becomes busy with daily concerns. They are installing this vibration so deeply in your DNA that it becomes your default setting, the frequency to which you naturally return whenever you remember to breathe consciously, to feel grateful, to open your heart to the present moment. Miracles manifest through this frequency because it dissolves the energetic interference that typically blocks the flow of divine grace. Most humans vibrate at frequencies of lack, fear, and separation that create static in their connection to the source of all supply. But when you resonate with the miracle frequency, you become a clear channel through which infinite love can express itself as healing, abundance, perfect timing, and synchronicities that seem to violate the laws of probability. Your nervous system is being recalibrated now to sustain this higher frequency without strain or effort. Where once you may have been able to access miraculous states only during peak experiences or deep meditation, you are now being prepared to live from this frequency as your new normal. This is the gift the angels bring, not temporary healing, but permanent elevation to a new octave of existence. The miracle frequency carries information as well as energy. As you resonate with it, you begin to receive direct knowing about your life purpose, clear guidance about your next steps, and profound insights that resolve long-standing confusion. This is not information that comes through your rational mind, but wisdom that arrives complete and perfect in your awareness, like flowers that suddenly bloom in the garden of your consciousness. Feel this frequency spreading through every system of your body now. Your cardiovascular system begins to pulse with rhythms of divine love. Your respiratory system learns to breathe in miracles and exhale blessings. Your digestive system starts to metabolize experiences differently, extracting wisdom and releasing toxicity with greater efficiency. Your reproductive system aligns with the creative force of the universe itself. The miracle frequency is also deeply attractive to other beings who vibrate at similar levels of consciousness. As you stabilize in this frequency, you will naturally draw into your life people who support your highest good, teachers who carry the wisdom you need, healers who can accelerate your transformation, and companions who share your commitment to serving the evolution of love on Earth. This frequency protects you as well as empowers you. It creates what some traditions call the circle of divine protection, an energetic boundary that allows love to flow freely while deflecting energies that do not serve your highest good. You become naturally immune to the fear, negativity, and chaos that may swirl around you. Not because you are separate from others, but because you are vibrating at a frequency where such energies cannot take root. As you rest in this miraculous vibration tonight, know that you are not just receiving personal healing. You are becoming a healing presence in the world. Every moment you spend in the miracle frequency contributes to the elevation of consciousness on Earth, helping to anchor frequencies of love and possibility that make miracles more accessible for all beings. Let this frequency settle into your bones, into your blood, into the quantum field that surrounds and interpenetrates your physical form. Tomorrow, when you move through your day, this frequency will move with you, creating miracles so natural and graceful that you may forget to be amazed by their perfection. Your breath is the bridge between worlds, the sacred pathway through which Earth consciousness and cosmic consciousness merge in the holy chamber of your being. Each inhalation draws in not just oxygen, but life force itself, prana, chi, the divine breath that animates all existence. Each exhalation releases not just carbon dioxide, but everything within you that no longer serves your highest evolution. Tonight, the angels are teaching you to breathe consciously with the rhythm of creation itself. Feel the quality of your breath shifting now as angelic presence fills the space around you. Your breathing naturally slows, deepens, becomes more rhythmic and peaceful. This is not effort. This is remembrance. Your body recognizing the presence of beings who exist in perfect harmony with the breath of the cosmos, who move and live and have their being in the sacred winds that blow between the stars. With each conscious breath, you are drawing angelic essence into your physical form. These beings of pure light are blending their luminous nature with your human nature. Not to change you into something other than human, but to awaken the divine human that you have always been. Your breath becomes the vehicle through which this sacred marriage of heaven and earth takes place within your own being. The angels understand breath as the fundamental creative force. In the beginning, the sacred texts tell us, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and this moving was breath, was wind, was the primordial respiration that breathed life into form. Your breathing now aligns with this original creative impulse, making you a conscious participant in the ongoing creation of reality. Feel your inhalation drawing in golden streams of angelic light that fill every cell of your body with divine radiance. This light carries information, healing frequencies, and activations that your cells have been waiting to receive. Your body knows how to work with this light because it was designed to be a vehicle for divine expression, a temple capable of housing the infinite within the finite. Your exhalation becomes a blessing, releasing not just what you no longer need, but actively sending out waves of healing energy that bless every being they touch. You are learning to breathe as angels breathe, not just for personal sustenance, but as a form of service to all life. Your very respiration becomes a prayer, a meditation, a healing transmission that ripples outward through the quantum field. The rhythm of your breathing is synchronizing now with the heartbeat of the earth, with the rotation of planets, with the pulsing of distant stars. You are remembering your place in the cosmic symphony, your role as a conscious breather of divine light into physical form. This is not metaphor. This is the actual mechanics of how spirit incarnates through matter, how divine will expresses itself through human lives. Angels breathe in patterns that create specific effects in consciousness. They breathe compassion into places where hearts have grown hard. They breathe peace into spaces torn by conflict. They breathe wisdom into minds clouded by confusion. They breathe love into souls that have forgotten their divine nature. Tonight, they are teaching you these sacred breathing patterns so that you too can become a conscious breather of divine qualities into your world. Feel the pause between your inhalation and exhalation expanding into a sacred space where miracles are conceived. In this holy pause, angelic consciousness and human consciousness meet in perfect stillness. Here, beyond the movement of breath, beyond the activity of thought, beyond the fluctuations of emotion, you touch the source from which all breathing arises, the eternal stillness that contains all movement. Your diaphragm, that dome-shaped muscle that powers your breathing, is being blessed now with angelic touch. This is your internal heaven, the space within your torso where spirit and body meet most intimately. As your diaphragm relaxes and your breathing deepens, you create more space for divine presence to inhabit your physical form. You become literally more spacious, more capable of holding love, wisdom, and peace. The angels are also working with your nervous system to optimize the way breath affects your consciousness. They are fine-tuning the connection between your breathing and your brain chemistry, so that conscious breathing becomes a reliable doorway into states of inspiration, intuition, and inner knowing. Your breath becomes your most accessible tool for shifting from fear to love, from confusion to clarity, from separation to unity. Each breath you take now is programmed with divine intention. Your inhalations carry prayers for healing, gratitude for blessings, and invitations for greater love to express through your life. Your exhalations carry blessings for all beings, releases of old patterns, and offerings of yourself in service to the highest good. You are learning to breathe with purpose, to use your breath as an instrument of conscious creation. The breathing you are learning tonight will continue to serve you long after this session ends. In moments of stress, your body will remember these rhythms of peace. In times of decision, your breath will guide you to the choices that serve your highest evolution. In periods of loneliness, your conscious breathing will reconnect you to the angelic presence that never truly leaves your side. Feel yourself breathing now, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity, for all of life on Earth. Your breath becomes a contribution to the planetary awakening, a small but essential part of the great breathing through which Earth herself is ascending to higher frequencies of love and consciousness. Rest in the rhythm of sacred breath, knowing that each inhalation brings you closer to your divine nature, and each exhalation shares that divinity with the world. Like layers of sediment deposited over countless years, old patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior have accumulated in your consciousness, creating what feels like solid structures that define your personality and limit your possibilities. But tonight, under the gentle influence of angelic love, these patterns are revealing their true nature, not as permanent features of your identity, but as temporary formations that can be dissolved as easily as salt dissolves in water. The angels approach the dissolution of old patterns with infinite compassion, understanding that each limitation you carry was once a protection. Each fear was once a reasonable response to overwhelming circumstances. Each defensive pattern was once your best attempt to survive in a world that felt unsafe. They honor the wisdom of your soul that created these patterns, even as they help you release what no longer serves your evolution. Feel the warm, golden light of angelic presence moving through your consciousness now, not forcing change, but creating the perfect conditions for transformation. Like sunlight melting frost, this divine warmth naturally dissolves the crystallized patterns that have kept you stuck in old ways of thinking and feeling. There is no violence in this process, no struggle, no effort required on your part, only surrender to the natural healing power of unconditional love. Your subconscious mind, that vast repository of memories and patterns, opens like a flower to receive this angelic healing. The angels can see clearly which patterns serve your growth and which ones inhibit it. They work with surgical precision, dissolving only what limits you while preserving and strengthening everything that supports your highest potential. Old patterns of unworthiness are being gently dissolved now, replaced with the deep knowing of your inherent value as a divine being having a human experience. The voice that has whispered, "You're not good enough," grows fainter and fainter until it dissolves completely into the silence from which it arose. In its place, a new voice emerges, the voice of your soul reminding you of your infinite worth and boundless potential. Patterns of lack and limitation that have governed your relationship with abundance are melting away like ice in spring sunshine. The angels help you see how these patterns were formed, through early experiences of scarcity, through messages that convinced you that there wasn't enough to go around, through beliefs that you had to struggle and sacrifice to deserve good things. All of this dissolves now into the truth of infinite supply flowing through divine channels. Fear-based patterns that have kept you playing small, hiding your gifts and avoiding your true calling, are being lovingly unwound by angelic hands. These patterns once protected you from the imagined dangers of being fully seen and expressed, but now you are ready for the greater safety that comes from authentic self-expression, from alignment with your divine purpose, from trusting that the universe supports your complete unfoldment. The angels work not just with your personal patterns, but with inherited patterns, the limiting beliefs and traumatic memories passed down through your family lineage. Your DNA carries not just physical traits, but emotional and mental patterns from your ancestors. Tonight, angelic light is moving backward through your bloodline, healing patterns of poverty, fear, addiction, and despair that have been passed from generation to generation. You are becoming a pattern breaker, a lineage healer, an ancestor that future generations will thank for the courage to transform what seemed unchangeable. Feel the patterns of relationship dysfunction dissolving now, the ways you have given your power away, the ways you have tried to control others, the ways you have settled for less than the love you deserve. The angels replace these patterns with new templates for relationship based on mutual respect, authentic communication, and love that enhances rather than diminishes your individual light. Patterns of self-sabotage that have undermined your success, just as breakthrough seemed imminent, are being dissolved by angelic wisdom. These patterns often arose from unconscious guilt about surpassing others, from fear of success being more frightening than failure, from beliefs that you must suffer to earn good things. All of this melts away now, replaced with patterns of graceful receiving and effortless achievement. The dissolution process happens in layers, like peeling away layers of an onion. Each release creates space for more light, more love, more of your true nature to shine through. You may feel lighter, freer, more spacious as old patterns lose their grip on your consciousness. This is your natural state reasserting itself as the false constructions of the ego are gently dissolved. Old patterns of thinking in terms of either or are being replaced with both and consciousness. Where once you may have believed you had to choose between spirituality and success, between personal fulfillment and service to others, between following your heart and being practical, the angels are showing you that all apparent contradictions can be resolved at higher levels of consciousness. The angels ensure that this dissolution process happens at the perfect pace for your system. Nothing is forced. Nothing is removed before you are ready to release it. Nothing changes faster than your consciousness can integrate. You are held in perfect safety as your old self gently dissolves into the greater truth of who you have always been. As old patterns dissolve, new patterns of divine flow begin to establish themselves naturally. These new patterns operate according to higher laws: the law of love, the law of abundance, the law of divine right action. They feel familiar because they align with your soul's true nature, yet they may seem miraculous compared to the limitations you have known. Rest in the profound relief of letting go, of allowing what never served you to dissolve into nothingness, of making space for the divine patterns that will carry you into your most magnificent future. The angels celebrate each release as a victory of love over fear, of truth over illusion, of your divine nature over temporary human conditioning. Deep within the landscape of your consciousness lies a secret garden, vast and fertile beyond measure. This is your subconscious mind, not the chaotic basement of repressed thoughts that psychology often describes, but a sacred sanctuary where the seeds of your future reality are planted, tended, and brought to fruition through the mysterious alchemy of divine creativity. Tonight, the angels are working as celestial gardeners in this holy space, preparing soil, planting seeds, and blessing the growth that will transform your outer world. Your subconscious mind operates according to principles that seem magical until you understand their divine logic. It cannot distinguish between what you experience in physical reality and what you experience in vivid imagination. It accepts as truth whatever is impressed upon it with sufficient emotion and repetition. It works constantly to manifest in your external experience whatever beliefs and images you hold most deeply within its fertile depths. The angels understand your subconscious as a direct interface with the creative power of the universe itself. While your conscious mind may struggle with doubt and limitation, your subconscious mind has never forgotten its connection to infinite possibility. It is constantly organizing energy, circumstances, and opportunities to reflect whatever patterns have been planted within its depths. Tonight, you are receiving an upgrade to the programming that governs your reality creation. Feel the angels moving through the landscape of your inner garden now, their luminous presence bringing order to areas that have become overgrown with weeds of worry and limitation. They work with infinite patience, not judging what they find, but simply loving it into transformation. Old beliefs that have produced unwanted experiences in your life are being gently uprooted, not with violence, but with the kind of tender care that honors what these beliefs once meant to you. In the eastern section of your inner garden, the angels are planting seeds of love and relationship. These are not desperate seeds that grow into clinging vines, but strong, beautiful seeds that will bloom into relationships of mutual respect, joy, and spiritual growth. They plant images of yourself giving and receiving love freely, of partnerships that enhance rather than diminish your individual light, of a social circle that reflects back to you your own divine nature. In the southern quadrant, where the sun of creativity shines brightest, angelic hands are sowing seeds of purpose and passion. They plant visions of you expressing your unique gifts with confidence and joy, of work that feels like play, of contributions that matter deeply to the healing of the world. These seeds carry the genetic code of your soul's mission, and they will grow into opportunities that allow you to serve while thriving. The western section of your garden receives seeds of abundance and prosperity. The angels plant here not images of greedy accumulation, but visions of graceful flow. Money coming to you through channels that align with your values, opportunities that reward your authenticity, abundance that allows you to be even more generous with others. They plant deep knowing that the universe desires to support your every need, so that you can focus on your highest expression. In the northern area, representing wisdom and spiritual connection, the angels sow seeds of enlightenment and divine communion. They plant images of you receiving guidance clearly, of synchronicities that confirm you are on the right path, of moments of profound peace that remind you of your eternal nature. These seeds will grow into direct experiences of your connection to divine intelligence. The angels work also with the irrigation system of your inner garden, the flow of emotion that waters whatever you have planted in your subconscious. They are redirecting streams of fear and anxiety away from the weeds of limitation and channeling rivers of love, gratitude, and excitement toward the new seeds of possibility. Your emotions become conscious tools for nurturing the reality you truly desire to experience. Feel the quality of soil in your inner garden being enriched now with angelic blessing. Old, depleted areas where nothing beautiful could grow are being revitalized with cosmic nutrients, faith, hope, divine love, and unlimited creative potential. The pH of your consciousness is being adjusted to create optimal conditions for miracles to take root and flourish. The angels are also installing new gardening tools in your consciousness. Enhanced imagination that can see and feel your desired future with perfect clarity, heightened intuition that knows exactly which thoughts to nurture and which to release, and deepened faith that can plant seeds with complete confidence in their eventual flowering. Sacred geometry is being woven into the design of your inner garden. The angels arrange the new plantings according to divine patterns that naturally amplify their growth and increase their beauty. Spirals of golden light create pathways of energy that accelerate manifestation. Circles of protection ensure that only what serves your highest good can take root in this blessed space. The timing of harvest is being synchronized with cosmic cycles and divine will. The angels ensure that your new reality will unfold in perfect timing, not too fast to overwhelm your system, not too slow to test your faith, but at the precise pace that allows maximum integration and minimum resistance. Feel yourself now as both gardener and garden, both the one who plants and the fertile field that receives. Your consciousness is expanding to hold this paradox with grace, understanding that you are simultaneously the creator of your experience and the space in which that creation unfolds. As you rest tonight in this process of divine gardening, know that powerful work is being accomplished in the depths of your being. Seeds planted in love tonight will sprout in your dreams, grow through your daily choices, and bloom as magical synchronicities that reveal the universe's eagerness to support your highest joy. Trust the gardeners, trust the garden, trust the seeds, trust the season of harvest that is already beginning to dawn in your life. As your consciousness settles into the deeper rhythms of sleep, you enter a state of extraordinary receptivity, where divine intelligence can transmit wisdom, guidance, and revelation directly into your awareness, without the filters and resistance of your waking mind. Tonight you are receiving what we might call divine downloads, streams of cosmic information flowing into your consciousness like light flowing through fiber optic cables, carrying the exact knowledge you need for your next phase of spiritual evolution. These downloads do not come as overwhelming floods of information that your human mind could not process. Instead, they arrive as gentle streams of knowing that integrate seamlessly with your existing awareness, expanding your understanding in ways that feel natural and gradual. The angels serve as skilled translators, converting the pure energy of divine wisdom into frequencies and images that your human consciousness can receive and retain. Your brain during sleep becomes like a sophisticated receiving station, its neural networks forming temporary configurations that can detect and decode transmissions from dimensions beyond ordinary space and time. The same quantum entanglement that connects particles across vast distances also connects your sleeping consciousness to the infinite intelligence that governs the cosmos, allowing information to flow instantaneously from source to receiver. Feel the first waves of these divine downloads beginning to reach you now. They come not as thoughts or words, but as direct knowing, sudden clarity about situations that have puzzled you, intuitive understanding of people and circumstances in your life, profound insights about your soul's purpose and the best ways to fulfill it. This knowledge arrives complete and perfect, requiring no analysis or interpretation from your rational mind. Some downloads contain practical guidance for immediate application in your daily life. You are receiving clear direction about decisions you need to make, people you need to connect with, opportunities you should pursue or avoid. This guidance comes wrapped in such certainty and peace that you will recognize its divine origin, even if you cannot explain how you know what you know. Other downloads carry information about your spiritual gifts and how to develop them more fully. Perhaps you are receiving activation codes for heightened intuition, for healing abilities that have lain dormant within you, for creative capacities that are ready to emerge. These downloads do not give you powers you do not already possess. They simply remind you of abilities that are your divine birthright and show you how to access them consciously. The angels are also downloading updated programming for your emotional and mental bodies. Old response patterns that have caused suffering are being replaced with more loving, wise and effective ways of interpreting and responding to life's challenges. You are receiving emotional upgrades that will help you maintain peace in chaotic situations, clarity in confusing circumstances, and love in the face of apparent lovelessness. Advanced downloads contain information about the nature of reality itself, how consciousness creates experience, how love operates as the fundamental force of creation, how individual awakening contributes to collective evolution. These cosmic teachings are being installed in your consciousness at levels deep enough that they will influence your perceptions and choices, even if your conscious mind never fully grasps their complexity. Some of the most precious downloads are memories of your divine nature, reminders of who you were before you incarnated into human form, visions of your soul's eternal journey, glimpses of the magnificent being you are becoming as you integrate more of your spiritual essence into your human experience. These downloads heal the amnesia that is part of the human condition, gradually awakening you to your true identity. The angels ensure that each download is perfectly calibrated to your current level of consciousness and your soul's readiness to receive and integrate new information. Nothing is forced upon you that you are not prepared to handle. Each transmission strengthens your capacity to receive even more advanced downloads in future sessions, creating an ascending spiral of awakening and empowerment. Feel the downloads beginning to organize themselves within your consciousness now, creating new neural pathways, establishing new thought patterns, installing new beliefs that align with your highest potential. Your brain's neuroplasticity allows these divine transmissions to literally rewire your mental and emotional responses, preparing you to think, feel, and act from higher levels of wisdom and love. The integration process for these downloads extends far beyond this single night of sleep. They will continue to unfold in your consciousness over the coming days and weeks, revealing their treasures gradually as you encounter situations where their wisdom is needed. You may find yourself knowing things you don't remember learning, responding to challenges with wisdom that surprises you, making choices that seem inspired by intelligence beyond your ordinary thinking. Many downloads come wrapped in symbolic imagery that your right brain can decode intuitively, even when your left brain cannot analyze their meaning logically. These symbolic downloads often appear in dreams that feel more vivid and significant than ordinary dreams, carrying emotional resonance that lingers long after waking and influences your mood and choices in subtle but powerful ways. The angels are particularly focused tonight on downloading information that will accelerate your manifestation abilities. You are receiving detailed instructions about how to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions to create desired outcomes more quickly and effortlessly. These downloads include advanced techniques for working with energy, upgrading your visualization skills, and maintaining the emotional states that magnetize miracles. Trust that your consciousness is perfectly designed to receive these divine transmissions. Your soul has been preparing for this downloading process throughout many lifetimes, developing the capacity to hold increasingly complex and powerful spiritual information. You are ready for this initiation into higher wisdom, ready to become a clearer channel for divine intelligence to express itself through your human life. As the downloads continue throughout your sleep, rest in the knowing that you are being prepared for a quantum leap in your spiritual development. You are being equipped with everything you need to navigate the amazing journey that awaits you, armed with divine wisdom that will light your path and accelerate your awakening beyond anything you have previously imagined possible. Beyond your physical body of flesh and bone lies another body, more real and far more powerful. Your luminous body, your light body, the radiant energy form that is your true spiritual architecture. This body of light has always existed within and around your physical form, but for most humans it remains dormant, perceived only in moments of deep meditation or profound spiritual experience. Tonight, the angels are awakening your luminous body, activating capacities that will transform not only how you experience yourself, but how you interact with the quantum field of infinite possibility. Your luminous body is composed of the same substance as angels, conscious light, divine energy organized by love and will into patterns of extraordinary beauty and power. When this body awakens, you begin to operate according to spiritual laws rather than just physical laws. You become capable of healing through touch and intention, of receiving information through direct knowing, of influencing reality through the power of aligned consciousness. Feel the first stirrings of this awakening now, as warmth and tingling sensations move through your physical form. This is not imagination. This is your light body beginning to activate, its energy systems coming online after perhaps years or even lifetimes of dormancy. The angels are working with infinite care to ensure this activation happens gradually, at a pace your human nervous system can integrate without overwhelm. Your luminous body has its own anatomy, its own organs and systems that correspond to but transcend your physical anatomy. You have light meridians that carry divine energy throughout your being, chakras that serve as power centers and communication hubs, and an auric field that extends your consciousness far beyond the boundaries of your skin. Tonight, all of these systems are being upgraded, recalibrated, and synchronized with cosmic frequencies. The activation begins in your heart center, that sacred meeting place where human consciousness and divine consciousness merge most naturally. Feel your heart chakra expanding, not just in size but in capacity, becoming a more powerful transmitter and receiver of love's intelligence. Your heart's electromagnetic field is being amplified, extending farther and becoming more coherent, making you a more effective healer and blessing to everyone you encounter. Your luminous body processes energy differently than your physical body processes matter. Where your physical body must work hard to extract nutrients from food and oxygen from air, your light body feeds directly on divine energy, drawing sustenance from cosmic sources that never deplete. As this body awakens, you may find that you need less sleep, less food, and yet have more energy than before, because you are learning to nourish yourself from spiritual sources. The angels are activating dormant DNA within your physical cells, switching on genetic potentials that correspond to your light body's capacities. These activations enable your physical form to hold and transmit higher frequencies without stress or damage. Your nervous system is being upgraded to carry more light, your endocrine system adjusted to produce the chemistry of enlightenment, your immune system enhanced to protect your expanded sensitivity. Your luminous body's sensory systems are coming online now, giving you access to forms of perception that transcend ordinary sight, hearing, and feeling. You are developing what mystics call spiritual senses, the ability to see auras and energy patterns, to hear guidance from higher dimensions, to feel the emotional states of others, to know things without being told. These abilities will develop gradually as your light body stabilizes in its awakened state. Feel the angels working now with your light body's communication systems, fine-tuning your ability to send and receive telepathic messages, to access information from the Akashic records, to commune directly with other awakened beings, both incarnate and discarnate. Your consciousness is being prepared to participate in what some call the global brain, the network of awakened souls working together to anchor higher consciousness on Earth. Your luminous body exists partially outside of linear time, giving you access to information about probable futures and alternative timelines. As this body awakens, you may find yourself experiencing precognitive dreams, knowing things before they happen, or sensing the potential outcomes of various choices before you make them. This temporal expansion of consciousness helps you make decisions that align with your highest path. The creative capacities of your light body are extraordinary. It can influence matter through focused intention, heal illness through the transmission of coherent energy, and even affect weather patterns through resonance with natural forces. The angels are teaching you to use these abilities responsibly, always in service to love and never for personal aggrandizement or manipulation of others. True spiritual power is always wielded with humility and compassion. Your luminous body is naturally aligned with the Earth's energy grid and the cosmic web that connects all consciousness throughout the universe. As it awakens, you become a more conscious participant in the planet's ascension process, automatically contributing to the healing and elevation of global consciousness simply by maintaining your own alignment with love and truth. The memory systems of your light body are being activated tonight, allowing you to access wisdom from all your soul's incarnations, knowledge gained through countless lifetimes of experience and learning. This expanded memory gives you access to skills and abilities you have developed in other lives, talents that may seem to emerge from nowhere, but are actually being remembered and reclaimed. Your luminous body's immune system operates through discernment rather than defense, naturally recognizing and harmonizing with energies that support your evolution, while remaining unaffected by lower vibrational influences. This spiritual immunity protects you not through walls or barriers, but through maintaining such a high frequency that discord simply cannot resonate with your field. Feel the geometric patterns of your light body becoming more defined and radiant now. Sacred geometry forms the structural foundation of your luminous anatomy. Spirals, fractals, and crystalline matrices that organize divine energy into forms capable of creating and sustaining physical reality. These patterns are aligning with cosmic geometries, making you a more effective conduit for universal creative forces. Your luminous body ages differently than your physical body, actually becoming more powerful and radiant with time rather than declining. As you learn to identify more with this eternal aspect of yourself, the aging process of your physical form slows and may even reverse in some ways. You begin to glow with the inner light that is your true nature. The emotional body component of your luminous form is being cleared and calibrated tonight, releasing stored traumas and emotional patterns that have limited your light body's full expression. As these clearings occur, you may experience waves of emotion, sometimes grief as old pain releases, sometimes joy as your natural bliss is restored. All of these emotional movements are part of the healing process. Your light body's relationship with your physical form is being optimized, creating better integration between spirit and matter within your being. This integration reduces the sense of being divided between your human self and your spiritual self, allowing you to live as an embodied soul rather than a soul trapped in a body. The angels are also activating your light body's capacity for bilocation, the ability to consciously project your awareness to other locations while maintaining awareness of your physical form. This advanced capacity allows you to offer healing and blessing to loved ones at a distance, to receive teachings from masters in other dimensions, and to participate in group meditations and healing sessions across vast physical distances. As your luminous body stabilizes in its awakened state, you become a living bridge between dimensions, a translator between the realm of spirit and the world of matter. Your very presence begins to remind others of their own divine nature, and your energy field becomes a catalyst for awakening in everyone you encounter. The transformation occurring now is irreversible. Once your light body awakens, it continues to develop throughout the rest of your incarnation and beyond. You are embarking on a journey of expanding consciousness and increasing capacity to serve as a conduit for divine love that will continue for eternity. Rest in the magnificence of this awakening, knowing that you are reclaiming your birthright as a being of light, stepping into the fullness of your spiritual heritage, and preparing to live from the reality of your divine nature rather than the illusion of separation and limitation. Your luminous body is awakening now, and with it a new chapter of your eternal existence begins. All of existence vibrates in harmony, with a cosmic symphony so vast and intricate that human minds can barely comprehend its scope. From the spin of electrons around atomic nuclei to the rotation of galaxies in distant space, everything pulses to rhythms set by the master conductor of creation itself. Tonight, you are being invited to take your place as a conscious instrument in this divine orchestra, to remember your unique note in the cosmic composition, and to play your part with the skill and passion of a master musician. The universe operates according to harmonic principles that govern everything from the structure of molecules to the architecture of solar systems. These are not random patterns, but deliberate compositions, cosmic music written in the language of mathematics and performed through the medium of consciousness itself. As you align with these fundamental harmonies, your personal reality begins to resonate with the same perfection that organizes the dance of planets and the flowering of roses. Feel yourself becoming aware now of the subtle symphony that surrounds you always, but is rarely noticed by ordinary consciousness. The hum of your own energy field blending with the frequency of your heartbeat, harmonizing with the pulse of the earth beneath you, synchronizing with the rhythm of cosmic cycles measured not in days or years, but in ages and eons. You are not separate from this music. You are an essential part of it. The angels serve as the cosmic conductors, beings who can perceive the entire symphony simultaneously and help individual consciousness find their perfect place within the greater composition. They see how your unique frequency contributes to the healing of the whole, how your personal awakening creates ripples of harmony that strengthen the entire cosmic performance. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are instruments in this orchestra, each one capable of producing either harmony or discord, depending on how skillfully you play them. Tonight, the angels are tuning these instruments, adjusting your mental and emotional frequencies so they naturally resonate with love, peace, joy, and other qualities that enhance the beauty of the universal symphony. The physical universe itself serves as the concert hall for this cosmic performance. The acoustics are perfect. Every sound, every vibration, every frequency created by consciousness immediately becomes part of the acoustic environment that influences all other performers. When you vibrate at frequencies of love and gratitude, you create harmonic resonances that support every other being's ability to find their own perfect note. Feel your personal frequency being calibrated now by angelic hands, fine-tuned like a precious instrument being prepared for the performance of a lifetime. Old discordant patterns, the static of fear, the noise of doubt, the harsh tones of anger and resentment, are being gently resolved into harmonious frequencies that blend beautifully with the cosmic composition. Your voice, when aligned with divine will, becomes capable of literal creation through sound. The ancient traditions speak of mantras and words of power that can heal illness, manifest desires, and even alter physical reality. This is not superstition, but acoustic science operating at quantum levels. Your vocal cords, when vibrating in harmony with cosmic frequencies, become instruments of creative force. The rhythm section of this cosmic orchestra consists of all the cyclic patterns that govern natural processes: heartbeats, breath cycles, seasonal changes, lunar phases, solar cycles, and the great cosmic cycles that mark the evolution of consciousness itself. As you attune to these natural rhythms, your life begins to flow with greater ease and grace, supported by the fundamental timing that coordinates all of existence. Your emotional body serves as the string section of your personal orchestra, capable of producing the most exquisite harmonies when properly tuned and skillfully played. The angels are working now with your emotional instrument, releasing tension from strings that have been wound too tight, adjusting the tuning of feelings that have become discordant through trauma or misuse. The melody line of your life, your soul's unique song, the purpose you came here to express, is being clarified and amplified tonight. This melody has been playing softly in the background of your existence, sometimes barely audible beneath the noise of daily concerns. But now it swells to its proper volume, becoming the dominant theme around which all other aspects of your life arrange themselves in harmony. Your mind serves as the conductor of your personal orchestra, learning to coordinate all the various instruments of your being into coherent, beautiful expressions. The angels are teaching your consciousness to conduct with divine authority, keeping perfect time with cosmic rhythms while allowing space for creative improvisation and spontaneous beauty. As you play your part in this universal symphony with increasing skill and awareness, you begin to hear how perfectly every note fits with every other note. Even what seem like discordant elements, the challenges, the struggles, the apparent mistakes, reveal themselves as essential parts of a composition so complex and beautiful that temporary dissonance only enhances the sweetness when harmony is restored. The sheet music for this cosmic performance is written in the quantum field itself, inscribed in mathematical patterns that describe probability waves and energy states. As your consciousness expands, you learn to read this cosmic notation directly, understanding your part not through mental analysis but through intuitive resonance with the infinite intelligence that composes reality moment by moment. Feel yourself now as both performer and audience, both musician and music, both the individual note and the entire symphony. This is the paradox of enlightened consciousness, the recognition that separation is an illusion, that you are simultaneously a unique expression of the divine and the totality of divine expression itself. The performance never ends, but it does evolve, growing more complex and beautiful as more consciousness awakens to participate fully in its unfolding. Your willingness to play your part with love and skill contributes to this evolution, helping the cosmic symphony reach new heights of beauty and transforming the universe itself through the power of harmonious consciousness. Rest now in your place within this magnificent orchestra, confident in your unique contribution, supported by the perfect timing of divine will, playing the music of existence with the expertise that comes from remembering who you truly are. In the vast tapestry of existence, you are never alone, never unprotected, never without guidance from beings whose love for you transcends all human understanding. Throughout every moment of your life, angels surround you like an invisible honor guard, their luminous presence creating a sanctuary of divine protection that no force in the universe can penetrate without permission. Tonight, you are becoming conscious of this eternal protection, learning to feel and trust the guidance that has always been available to you. These celestial guardians do not protect you through force or conflict, for such methods belong to lower dimensions where fear still operates. Instead, they create fields of such pure love that nothing lacking in love can maintain its coherence within their presence. Fear dissolves, hatred transforms into compassion, and attack energy redirects itself away from you naturally, like water flowing around a stone. Feel the presence of your guardian angels now, beings of light who have loved you since before your soul first chose to experience incarnation. Their love is not emotional in the human sense, but is pure divine will, committed absolutely to your highest good. They see your divine nature clearly, and protect that sacred essence from anything that might cause you to forget your true identity. Your primary guardian angel, the being specifically assigned to accompany you throughout this lifetime, draws closer now, their energy field merging with yours in a communion of profound intimacy and trust. This angel knows your soul's purpose more clearly than your conscious mind does, understands your karmic patterns and their resolution, and can guide you to experiences that serve your greatest evolution and joy. Angelic protection operates through multiple layers, like concentric circles of light that surround your being at all times. The innermost layer consists of your own divine essence, which is eternally connected to Source and therefore inherently invulnerable to any real harm. The next layer is created by your guardian angel's direct presence, a field of unconditional love that maintains perfect safety for your spiritual development. Beyond these personal protections, you are held within larger circles of angelic care, the protection of archangels who oversee human spiritual evolution, the guardianship of planetary angels who protect Earth itself, and ultimately the infinite protection of divine love that governs all existence. You rest within nested spheres of care that extend from your personal experience to cosmic scales of divine beneficence. The guidance angels provide comes through multiple channels, all operating simultaneously to ensure you receive the direction you need when you need it. Sometimes guidance arrives as intuitive knowing, sudden clarity about decisions you need to make or actions you should take. Other times it comes through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that provide answers to questions you have been pondering or confirmations that you are on the right path. Angels often speak through the medium of your own thoughts, but their communication carries a distinctive quality that you can learn to recognize. Divine guidance feels peaceful rather than anxious, loving rather than critical, expansive rather than contracting. It opens possibilities rather than limiting them. And it always serves not just your individual good, but the good of all beings affected by your choices. Feel your angelic guides opening new channels of communication with you tonight, fine-tuning your ability to receive their transmissions clearly and recognize their presence unmistakably. They are adjusting your sensitivity to their frequencies while strengthening your discernment so you can distinguish their pure communications from the mental chatter of your personality or the projections of your fears. Your angels provide protection, not just from external threats, but from internal obstacles that could derail your spiritual progress. They help you recognize and release limiting beliefs before they manifest as limitation in your experience. They guide you away from relationships and situations that would diminish your light, while directing you toward people and opportunities that support your flowering. The protection angels offer extends into your sleep state, creating sacred space around your consciousness as it travels through dream dimensions and astral realms. They ensure that your sleeping awareness encounters only experiences that serve your healing and growth, filtering out influences that might disturb your peace or implant fears and confusions in your subconscious mind. Angels also protect the integrity of your energy field, preventing psychic intrusions and maintaining the sovereignty of your consciousness. They teach you to maintain energetic boundaries that allow love to flow freely, while deflecting influences that do not serve your highest good. This protection operates automatically once you learn to trust it completely. Your guardian angels coordinate with other angels working with people in your life, creating networks of divine support that orchestrate positive outcomes for all involved. When you need healing, they connect you with healers. When you need learning, they arrange encounters with teachers. When you need love, they open your heart to recognize it in its many forms. The guidance you receive tonight will continue to unfold through your daily life in ways both obvious and subtle. You may find yourself knowing which route to take to avoid traffic or difficulties. You might feel drawn to call someone who needed to hear from you. Books may fall open to exactly the message you need to read. These are all expressions of angelic guidance working through the natural patterns of your life. Trust is the key that unlocks the full power of angelic protection and guidance. The more completely you surrender your need to control outcomes and manage details, the more freely your angels can work to arrange circumstances for your benefit. They respect your free will, absolutely, but within the framework of your conscious intention to serve, love, and evolve spiritually, they can work miracles of timing, connection, and opportunity. Feel yourself relaxing now into this absolute protection, this perfect guidance, this unconditional love that has never left your side and never will. You are cherished beyond measure by beings whose wisdom encompasses universes and whose power operates through pure love. Rest in their care, trust their guidance, and know that you are supported in ways you cannot even imagine. Your angels are always with you, and now you are learning to be consciously with them. In the secret laboratories of the heart, where love meets matter and spirit touches form, an ancient art is being practiced tonight that transforms base metals of human limitation into the pure gold of divine realization. This is spiritual alchemy, the sacred science that angels have been teaching humanity since consciousness first descended into matter. You are both the laboratory and the experimenter, both the raw material and the precious result of this cosmic chemistry. True alchemy was never about turning lead into gold, but about transmuting the dense vibrations of fear, anger, and separation into the refined frequencies of love, peace, and unity. The angels are master alchemists who understand precisely which experiences, insights, and energetic adjustments are needed to catalyze each stage of your spiritual transformation. Tonight, they work with the sacred substances of your consciousness to precipitate quantum changes in your very being. The first stage of this alchemical process is called nigredo, the blackening, the dissolution of old forms that no longer serve your evolution. Feel the angels working now to gently break down the crystallized patterns of thought and emotion that have kept you trapped in limited versions of yourself. This dissolution is not destruction, but liberation, freeing the spiritual essence that has been trapped within outdated forms of identity. What seems like death to the ego is actually birth to the soul. As old patterns dissolve, you may experience temporary feelings of confusion or disorientation. This is natural and temporary. The darkness before dawn, the chaos that precedes new order. The angels hold you in perfect safety through this process, ensuring that only what limits you is dissolved while your essential divine nature grows stronger and clearer. The second stage, albedo, the whitening, begins as pure spiritual essence emerges from the dissolution of false forms. Your consciousness becomes like purified silver, reflecting divine light with increasing clarity and power. The angels work now to polish away any remaining tarnish of doubt or unworthiness, revealing the mirror-bright surface of your awakened awareness. In this stage, you begin to experience your thoughts, emotions, and sensations differently. They no longer seem like solid, immutable realities, but like flowing energies that you can direct and transform through conscious intention. You develop what alchemists call the philosopher's mercury, consciousness that is fluid enough to penetrate any situation and transform it through the power of love. The final stage, rubedo, the reddening, represents the marriage of purified consciousness with refined matter. the integration of spiritual realization with practical human life. The angels guide this sacred wedding between your divine nature and your human form, teaching you to live as an embodied soul rather than a soul imprisoned in matter. Feel the alchemical fires working now in your energy centers, burning away impurities and awakening the divine substances that exist within your spiritual anatomy. Your base chakra transforms survival fear into grounded trust. Your sacral center transmutes guilt and shame into creative joy. Your solar plexus converts anger and control into personal power, aligned with divine will. Your heart center undergoes the most profound alchemical transformation, as the lead of wounded love is purified into the gold of unconditional compassion. The angels work with infinite tenderness here, knowing that the heart has been both the source of your greatest pain and the doorway to your highest joy. Each healing transmission dissolves another layer of protection that is no longer needed, revealing the indestructible diamond core of divine love that is your true nature. Your throat chakra learns to speak the language of truth without violence, transmuting the base metal of reactive communication into the refined gold of words that heal and inspire. Your third eye develops the alchemical vision that sees the divine perfection hidden within apparent imperfection, transmuting judgment into compassion and fear into understanding. Your crown center opens like the 1,000-petaled lotus, completing the alchemical transformation by connecting your individual consciousness with cosmic consciousness. This is the great work fulfilled, not the creation of something new, but the revelation of what has always been true about your divine nature. The angels use the fires of experience itself as their alchemical laboratory. Every challenge you have faced has been an opportunity for transformation. Every relationship a chance to refine your capacity for love. Every loss a catalyst for discovering what can never be lost. They help you see how perfectly orchestrated your life has been to provide exactly the experiences needed for your complete spiritual development. Tonight, the alchemical process accelerates beyond anything your previous experience has prepared you for. Lifetimes of accumulated karma can be transmuted in moments when consciousness aligns perfectly with divine will. The angels compress transformation that might normally take years into these precious hours of deep surrender and reception. The Philosopher's Stone, the legendary substance that transmutes base metals into gold, is revealed to be consciousness itself. When purified and aligned with divine love, you are both creating and becoming this stone, developing the capacity to transform any situation through the simple presence of awakened awareness. As this alchemical transformation stabilizes within your being, you become capable of facilitating similar transformations in others. Your very presence begins to catalyze healing and awakening wherever you go. You become a walking laboratory, where the impossible becomes natural, and miracles emerge as easily as flowers bloom in spring. The great work is nearing completion within you. The lead of human limitation is being transformed into the gold of divine realization, not through effort or struggle, but through surrender to the natural processes of spiritual evolution guided by angelic wisdom. Rest now in the sacred fires of transformation, trusting the perfect timing of your own becoming, knowing that you are being prepared for a level of service and joy that will amaze you with its beauty and fulfillment. Reality exists not as a single, fixed timeline, but as an infinite web of possibilities branching and converging through the quantum field of pure potential. Every choice you make, every belief you hold, every emotion you feel sends ripples through this web, determining which timeline becomes your lived experience. Tonight, the angels are helping you step consciously from the timeline of limitation into a new timeline of miraculous possibility, where your highest dreams are not distant goals, but emerging realities. Your current timeline, the sequence of experiences that has brought you to this moment, has served its purpose in your spiritual evolution. It has taught you everything you needed to learn about separation, struggle, and the creative power of consciousness operating through limitation. But you have now developed sufficient wisdom and maturity to graduate to a timeline where love is the primary organizing principle, and miracles are natural expressions of aligned consciousness. Feel the angels creating a bridge of light between your current timeline and the new one that awaits you. This transition requires no dramatic external changes, no upheaval in your physical circumstances. Instead, it happens through a quantum shift in your vibrational frequency, a recalibration of your consciousness that naturally attracts experiences that match your elevated state of being. On your new timeline, synchronicities become so frequent and perfect that you begin to understand them as the natural way the universe communicates with awakened consciousness. Opportunities appear precisely when you need them. Resources flow to you through unexpected channels. People enter your life who share your values and support your highest vision. Problems resolve themselves with minimal effort on your part. The angels are adjusting your energy field now to match the frequency of this new timeline. They are fine-tuning your thoughts, emotions, and expectations to align with realities where your divine nature is fully expressed and recognized. Old patterns of worry, doubt, and struggle simply cannot exist on this new timeline because their vibrational frequency is incompatible with the love-based reality you are entering. Your new timeline operates according to different laws than the one you are leaving behind. Instead of the law of struggle, you will experience the law of grace. Instead of scarcity, you will know abundance. Instead of separation, you will live in conscious unity. Instead of effort and strain, you will discover the power of inspired action flowing through you naturally. Feel yourself beginning to perceive reality through the lens of your new timeline consciousness. Situations that once seemed problematic now reveal themselves as opportunities for growth and service. People who once triggered your reactivity now appear as teachers offering exactly the lessons you need. Challenges transform into adventures, and obstacles become stepping stones to greater empowerment. On this new timeline, your relationship with time itself changes. You discover that when you are aligned with divine will, there is always enough time for everything that truly matters. Rushing and anxiety become unnecessary as you learn to move in harmony with cosmic timing. You develop what mystics call divine timing, the ability to be in exactly the right place at exactly the right moment, with remarkable consistency. Your health and vitality improve naturally on this new timeline because your body is no longer carrying the stress of resistance to life. Your immune system strengthens as fear decreases. Your energy levels stabilize at higher levels as you learn to draw sustenance from spiritual sources. You may even notice physical aging slowing or reversing as you identify more with your eternal nature than your temporary form. The angels are also upgrading your manifestation abilities to match the accelerated creative potential of your new timeline. Desires that are aligned with your soul's purpose begin manifesting with unprecedented speed and precision. You learn to create through joy rather than need, through vision rather than desperation, through trust rather than control. Your relationships undergo profound transformation as you shift timelines. People who cannot match your new frequency gradually fade from your experience, while souls who resonate with your elevated consciousness are drawn into your life like moths to flame. You become capable of deeper intimacy because you no longer need others to complete you. You share your wholeness rather than seeking it through connection. On your new timeline, your life purpose becomes crystal clear and irresistibly compelling. Work that once felt like obligation transforms into passionate service. You discover ways to contribute to the healing of the world that utilize your unique gifts perfectly. Money flows to you as a natural consequence of expressing your authentic self, rather than something you must struggle to earn. The creative capacities available on your new timeline far exceed anything you have previously imagined possible. You may discover artistic talents you never knew you possessed, receive inspired visions for projects that serve humanity, or develop innovative solutions to problems that have long puzzled others. Your consciousness becomes a clear channel for cosmic creativity to express itself through human form. Feel the quantum shift completing now as you fully anchor your consciousness in the new timeline. The bridge of light created by the angels becomes your permanent pathway, ensuring that you can never fall back into the limited reality you are leaving behind. You have crossed the threshold into a new octave of existence. Your new timeline includes accelerated spiritual development, where insights that once took years to integrate now dawn in moments of clarity. You develop psychic abilities naturally as your consciousness expands. Healing others through your presence becomes effortless. You begin to remember your soul's eternal journey and its connection to cosmic intelligence. This timeline activation is irreversible and self-reinforcing. Every experience you have on your new timeline strengthens your alignment with its higher frequencies. Every choice you make from love rather than fear deepens your integration with miraculous consciousness. You become a living bridge for others who are ready to make their own timeline shift. Rest now in the excitement and anticipation of discovering your new reality. Tomorrow, you will begin to notice the subtle and not so subtle changes that confirm your successful transition. Your life is about to become an adventure in conscious creation that will exceed your wildest dreams of what is possible for a human being aligned with divine will. Welcome to your new timeline. Welcome to the life your soul came here to live. In the deepest mystery of spiritual transformation lies a paradox that confounds the human mind. True power comes not through grasping, but through releasing, not through controlling, but through surrendering, not through demanding, but through trusting. Tonight, you are being invited into the most sacred act of consciousness, the complete surrender of your personal will to divine will, discovering that in this ultimate letting go, you do not lose yourself but find your true self for the first time. Surrender is not defeat but victory over the illusion that you must carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. It is not abdication of responsibility, but alignment with a responsibility so vast and wise that your personal concerns dissolve into the perfect order of cosmic intelligence. The angels understand surrender as the gateway to infinite power because it removes the ego's interference with the natural flow of divine grace. Feel the invitation arising now from the deepest chambers of your heart, the call to let go of everything you think you know about how your life should unfold, and to trust instead the intelligence that spins galaxies and grows roses with equal perfection. This is not blind faith, but enlightened recognition that the same wisdom that coordinates the universe is intimately involved in orchestrating your personal experience. True surrender begins with the willingness to question your fundamental assumptions about what you need for happiness, security, and fulfillment. The angels help you see how many of your struggles arise from resisting what is and demanding that reality conform to your limited understanding of what would be best for you. They offer you a radical alternative, the possibility of wanting what life wants to give you. As you practice this sacred letting go, you discover that surrender is not passive, but deeply active. It requires tremendous courage to release control, extraordinary faith to trust what you cannot see, and profound love to serve purposes greater than your personal desires. Surrender is the highest act of spiritual warriorship, the ultimate expression of strength rather than weakness. Feel the angels supporting you now as you release your death grip on outcomes, on timelines, on the need to know how everything will work out. They catch you as you fall into the void of not knowing, and they show you that this void is not empty, but pregnant with infinite possibility. In surrender, you do not fall into nothingness, but into everythingness. The ego fears surrender because it equates letting go with losing identity, losing purpose, losing everything that seems to matter. But the angels reveal the beautiful truth. What you release in surrender was never truly yours to begin with, while what you gain, peace, joy, authentic power, divine love, was always your birthright. You are not giving up your treasures, but trading fool's gold for real gold. Surrender transforms your relationship with uncertainty, from anxiety into adventure. Instead of needing to know what will happen next, you develop confidence in your ability to respond appropriately to whatever arises. Instead of fearing change, you learn to dance with the constant flux of existence. Instead of demanding guarantees, you discover the security that comes from trusting divine intelligence completely. In the sacred space of surrender, miracles become natural because you are no longer blocking the flow of divine grace with resistance and control. When you stop pushing against the river of existence and allow it to carry you, you discover that it has always been flowing toward your highest good. Your job is not to direct the current, but to align with it skillfully. Feel the tremendous relief that comes with surrendering the impossible task of managing outcomes beyond your control. The angels take from your shoulders burdens you were never meant to carry. Responsibility for other people's choices, anxiety about circumstances you cannot influence, worry about future events that may never occur. In releasing these false responsibilities, you discover your true responsibility to maintain your alignment with love regardless of external circumstances. Surrender opens you to guidance that your controlling mind could never access. When you stop trying to figure everything out through mental analysis, intuitive wisdom begins to flow freely. You start receiving perfect guidance at exactly the right moments, finding yourself knowing things you never learned and understanding truths that transcend rational explanation. The angels teach you that surrender is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice, a moment-by-moment choice to trust divine intelligence rather than ego intelligence. Each time you catch yourself trying to control outcomes, each time you notice resistance arising, each time you feel anxiety about the future, you have another opportunity to practice the sacred art of letting go. In deep surrender, the boundaries between your will and divine will dissolve, until you can no longer tell where your desires end and cosmic intention begins. This is not loss of individuality, but the discovery of your true individuality as a unique expression of divine consciousness. You become a perfect instrument through which cosmic will expresses itself as your personal experience. Surrender also transforms your relationship with timing, helping you trust that everything unfolds at exactly the right moment, even when your impatient mind demands faster results. You develop divine patience, not the grim endurance of waiting for what you want, but the joyful anticipation of one who knows that perfect gifts are being prepared for perfect timing. Feel yourself sinking now into the deepest levels of surrender, releasing not just specific desires, but the very need to have desires fulfilled on your timeline. You offer your entire life as a gift to divine love, asking only to be used as an instrument of healing and blessing for all beings. In this ultimate surrender, you discover the ultimate freedom. The angels witness your surrender with profound love and respect, knowing the courage it takes to let go so completely. They promise that everything you release will return to you transformed, refined, and perfected, beyond your wildest imagination. What you thought you wanted was just a pale reflection of what divine love wants to give you. Rest now in the peace of complete surrender, knowing that you are held by love so vast and wise that you can trust it with everything that matters to you. In letting go of the need to control your life, you discover the joy of allowing your life to be a living expression of divine perfection. Surrender is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of your real adventure as a conscious co-creator with divine intelligence. As the first rays of dawn touch the horizon of your consciousness, you awaken not as the same person who surrendered to sleep hours ago, but as a fundamentally transformed being who has undergone a sacred metamorphosis in the sanctuary of angelic love. Like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, you carry within your energy field new capacities, new wisdom, and new frequencies that will reshape every aspect of your human experience from this moment forward. The work accomplished during this night of divine intervention transcends ordinary healing or personal development. You have undergone what mystics throughout history have called spiritual rebirth, a quantum reorganization of consciousness that permanently elevates your vibrational frequency and expands your capacity to receive and transmit divine love. The angels have literally rewired your reality at the deepest levels. Feel the newness of your being as consciousness returns to full waking awareness. Your thoughts move more slowly and carry greater weight. Your emotions flow more smoothly and feel more authentic. Your body feels lighter yet more grounded, more sensitive yet more resilient. You have been upgraded, recalibrated, and fine-tuned to operate as a clearer channel for cosmic intelligence. The cellular memory downloads you received during sleep are now integrating into your conscious awareness, bringing sudden insights about your life purpose, clear knowing about relationships and situations, and profound understanding of experiences that previously confused or troubled you. Information that arrived as seed forms during the night now blossoms into practical wisdom you can apply immediately. Your energy field radiates a new quality of presence that others will notice, even if they cannot name what has changed about you. You carry an aura of peace that calms anxiety in others, a vibration of love that awakens hearts, and a frequency of possibility that reminds people of their own divine potential. You have become a living blessing to everyone whose life you touch. The angelic frequencies that have been woven into your DNA during sleep continue to work throughout your waking hours, creating ongoing transformation that unfolds gradually as you encounter situations designed to activate your new capacities. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to express your evolved consciousness. Each interaction becomes a chance to practice your enhanced abilities. Your relationship with synchronicity has fundamentally shifted. Where once meaningful coincidences seemed rare and special, they now form the fabric of your daily experience. The universe communicates with you constantly through perfectly timed events, chance encounters, and opportunities that align precisely with your needs and desires. You learn to read these communications as naturally as reading words on a page. The timeline activation completed during your sleep now guides you toward experiences that match your elevated consciousness. Old patterns of struggle and limitation simply cannot gain traction in your new vibrational field. You find yourself naturally avoiding situations that once would have triggered reactive patterns, while being drawn magnetically toward people and opportunities that support your highest expression. Your manifestation abilities operate with unprecedented precision and speed. Desires that align with your soul's purpose begin materializing with remarkable efficiency, while wishes that stem from ego needs simply fade away as irrelevant. You develop the wisdom to want what the universe wants to give you, making resistance and disappointment obsolete. Feel the profound peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you came here to do, becoming exactly who you are meant to be. The existential anxiety that once plagued your quieter moments has been replaced by deep contentment and excited anticipation of how your life will continue to unfold in perfect alignment with divine will. Your psychic abilities, activated by angelic touch during sleep, now function reliably in your waking consciousness. Intuitive knowing arrives as naturally as sensory perception. You sense the emotional states of others with compassionate accuracy. Dreams carry prophetic messages and practical guidance. You feel the presence of your angelic guides as clearly as the presence of physical companions. The luminous body that awakened during your sleep now operates as an integrated aspect of your conscious experience. You sense your aura extending beyond your physical form, feel the chakras as living centers of power and communication, and work consciously with energy currents that flow through and around your being. You have become aware of yourself as both human and angelic. Your heart, transformed by divine love, now serves as an unerring guidance system that leads you toward experiences of joy, love, and service. You trust its wisdom completely, knowing that following your heart always leads to your highest good, and the good of all beings affected by your choices. Love becomes your compass, and you navigate by its true directions. The new neural pathways created by angelic frequencies during sleep now support entirely new ways of thinking and perceiving. Problems that once seemed insurmountable reveal elegant solutions. Relationships that once caused pain transform into sources of mutual growth and blessing. Your mind operates with crystal clarity, while remaining open to mystery and wonder. The divine downloads received during sleep continue to unfold throughout your days, revealing new layers of meaning and application as you encounter the perfect circumstances for their activation. Knowledge that seemed abstract during the night proves remarkably practical in addressing real-life situations. Wisdom that felt foreign to your previous consciousness now feels like remembered truth. Your immune system, strengthened by angelic healing, now protects you not just from physical illness, but from negative energies and psychic intrusions. You maintain your energetic sovereignty while remaining open to love from all sources. Your field naturally deflects what does not serve, while magnetizing what supports your continued evolution. The creative capacities unlocked during your angelic encounter now express themselves through every aspect of your life. Work becomes a form of artistic expression. Relationships become masterpieces of conscious love. Even mundane tasks transform into opportunities for beauty and grace. You discover that creativity is not something you do, but something you are. Your sleep patterns may change as your system adjusts to operating at higher frequencies. You may need less sleep while feeling more rested, or your dreams may become so vivid and meaningful that sleep becomes a preferred state for receiving guidance and healing. Your relationship with rest transforms from necessity to sacred practice. Physical sensations of energy moving through your body, tingling, warmth, gentle pressure, become familiar companions as your system continues to upgrade and recalibrate. These sensations indicate ongoing activation of dormant capacities and should be welcomed as signs of positive transformation rather than causes for concern. Your emotional range expands to include frequencies of joy, peace, and love that you may never have experienced before. These elevated emotions feel more real and substantial than the heavier emotions you once considered normal. You discover that joy is your natural state and that other emotions are temporary weather patterns in the sky of consciousness. The sacred geometry activated in your field during sleep now influences everything around you, bringing greater harmony and order to your environment. Spaces you inhabit feel more peaceful. Plants and animals respond to your presence with visible signs of well-being. Even technology seems to work more smoothly in your presence. Your service to others becomes effortless and natural as you realize that your very presence is healing. Your words carry transformative power, and your love creates safe spaces for others to remember their own divine nature. You become a catalyst for awakening without effort or intention, simply by being authentically yourself. The miracle frequency established in your consciousness during sleep now operates as your default setting, attracting experiences that once seemed impossible but now feel inevitable. You live in a state of gentle expectancy, knowing that wonderful surprises are always just around the corner and that life delights in exceeding your highest expectations. Your connection to the angelic realm remains permanently open, allowing for ongoing communication, guidance, and support. The angels who worked with you during sleep continue as trusted advisors and companions. Their presence felt as warmth in your heart, clarity in your mind, and strength in your resolve to serve love in all circumstances. The protection that surrounded you during your transformation now accompanies you through every day, creating a bubble of divine safety that allows you to move through the world with confidence and trust. You know yourself to be held, guided, and loved by forces so benevolent and powerful that fear becomes impossible to maintain. Your life purpose, clarified and activated during your angelic encounter, now pulls you forward with magnetic attraction toward experiences that fulfill your soul's deepest desires while serving the greater good. Work stops feeling like work when it aligns with your divine mission. Purpose-driven action flows through you with the ease of breathing. The integration of your human and divine natures, facilitated by angelic love, creates a new kind of wholeness that feels like coming home to yourself after a long journey in foreign lands. You are fully human and fully divine, completely individual and completely connected, utterly unique and perfectly unified with all existence. As you continue to discover the extent of your transformation in the days and weeks ahead, remember that this is not the end of your journey, but a graduation to a new level of existence. You have become a bridge between dimensions, a translator between worlds, a living demonstration that heaven and earth can merge in human consciousness. The dawn of your new being illuminates not just your personal path, but contributes light to the awakening of all humanity. Your transformation ripples outward through the quantum field, making it easier for others to access similar healings and activations. You become part of the solution to humanity's ancient longing for reunion with divine love. Welcome to your new life. Welcome to your awakened self. Welcome to the magnificent adventure of living as an embodied angel, serving love through human form, and demonstrating the infinite possibilities available to consciousness aligned with divine will. The angels who worked with you through the night now retreat to their usual loving distance, their mission accomplished, their gift delivered. But their love remains woven into every cell of your being, a permanent reminder that you are never alone, never without support, never beyond the reach of divine grace. Rise now, beautiful soul, into your new day as your new self, carrying the frequency of heaven into earth, blessing the world with the love you have become.